TRVL is looking really good. Now, we had a really nice bullish reversal candle yesterday. Very nice bullish reversal candle. And today we're seeing a little bit of continuation. We're into a little bit of resistance. But this is a really nice reversal pattern forming. The weekly candle was mega bearish. Mega bearish. But it was also bullish. Okay. So you have to bear that in mind. Like, bearish, and like it's very easy to see bearishness when the candle is red and long, but you also have to put it in context. And the context is, if you look at these this higher time frame GAN, this 3-1 GAN that I have, yeah, so I drew that from the all-time high to this low here in December 22. That was the line, and you see the 2-1 matches with resistance levels and then break and then a support. You see the 3-1 matches with resistance, break, and now support. Okay, and so even though we had a really bearish week last week, and actually in the context of the previous week, which was a swing failure of the highs, a high volume candle into the highs, closing lower than the previous levels, this is the bearish continuation. This is the bearish continuation, and actually all the bearish continuation did was backtest support. That's effectively all that it did. It wasn't amazing continuation. It wasn't like crazy bearish continuation in the context of all it did was backtest support. And even though it's a bearish candle, and you could argue it's extremely bearish because we actually closed lower than the previous week low. That's quite bearish. This week is going to be really important for this chart, because now we have to see what the bulls have to say. Like, now is the bulls' response to the bearish week. Yeah, the bears have had their chance. Yeah. And actually, when you look at the candles and the way they're forming, the bears have had a lot of chances. 1 chance, 2 chance. That selling tail, that's another chance. And this is the 4th chance. The bears have had 4 chances at taking the price lower than our current range. When you contemplate how the price is behaving, you've got this red candle, you've got this red dragonfly doji. Is that dragonfly doji? No. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it's the dragonfly doji. You've got this inverse hammer, increasing volume, selling tail into the highs, and then you have this big red bearish reversal candle potentially. But you've got 4 weeks of bearish candles forming, and look, we're still at 7 cents. We're still in the highs of this overall range. If you think about how much selling has gone on here, and we're still in that range, I think that's really bullish. Like, I think this is extremely bullish. You have to consider that the bears have pretty much been in control for 4 weeks when you're looking at the candles. Yeah, if the bulls were in control, the price would be already up at 30 cents. Yeah, the bulls haven't been in control here. The bears have been in control, and the bears have basically failed 4 weeks. When the bulls are in control, you get these long green candles and the price goes up, you know, because the bulls, when they're in control, they want the price to go up. They don't want the price to stay static or the price to go down. The bulls want the price to go up. So when you have bears in control, then they need to take the price down. That makes sense, right? That's logic. When you have bears in control, why is the price not going down? Does that make sense? Do people understand the logic behind my idea of bullishness and bearishness? And the reason why I know the bears... Oh, sorry, my charts have gone a little bit mental. I don't know why. Hold on, let me just... So when the bulls are in control, the price goes up. And the bears are in control, the price should go down. How do you know the bears are in control? Well, if you end up with a red candle, it means the bears were dominant. And so you have like one red candle. These are bearish candles. A doji in the highs, red doji in the highs, taking the liquidity from these pivots. That's bearish. A dragonfly doji in the highs, taking all of this liquidity, ending red. That's bearish. An inverse hammer, increasing volume in the highs, taking the liquidity from the highs. That's bearish. And you end up with a red candle with the price closing underneath the previous week low. That's bearish. So you've got literally 4 bearish weekly candles right now, and the price hasn't moved. The price is still, if you look at the range, the whole of this range, yeah, look at where the price is. Is the price in the highs or the lows? You've had 4 bearish weeks, and look where the price is. We're still above the value area high. We're still above the value area. We're still above our major fib levels. Our major fib level was the 236, which we back tested here. We're still above this this 3-1 GAN line, which is clearly in the past has acted as resistance, and now it's acting as support. And we're above, and we've back tested this golden pocket. So the price from the fib retracement from this pivot down to here, that's the golden pocket. The price has come above the golden pocket, and now we've back tested it as support. Okay, that's a reaction. So we're holding support. So the bears have failed to break support with 4 weekly bearish candles. I think this is bullish. That's the logic. The logic is if you have 4 bearish weeks and the price is still in the same place, that becomes bullish. It's like an equation. Yeah. And in the context of our monthly candle, look, how far are we in the month now? We're over a week into the month. And let me see how far the price has come down from the month open so far. We're only 14% away from the month open. Yeah, we've 8 days in the month, and this was healthy, you know, a little back test, and hopefully by the end of the month we're going to push up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is really, really bullish, like super bullish. And when I look at the daily time frames, this is a nice reversal pattern. Looks like we're forming another candle to continue. It's looking really good. Yeah, it's looking really good. This is the 3-day chart, and already if you look at the 3-day candle, we're already back above the previous 3-day candle, above 50%. This is now forming, this candle closes in 13 hours. This is what's forming a bullish reversal pattern. You see, you've got this long red candle followed by a long green candle, and we're closing above the previous low. the previous candle. This is forming a reversal pattern. What you want to see is you want this to go up and close as high as possible. And then the next 3-day candle, if it comes back to back test that line to go up, would be correct. That would be like good behavior for candle formations. It doesn't have to do that. It could just go up. But that's kind of what you want to see for perfect candle formation. All right. So this is looking really good. Now, all we need is a little bit of impulsive love. And that will happen in the next week or two, because Dtravel are about to announce they're about to release their travel application. Yeah, so for the first time, people are going to be able to book apartments and accommodation on their Dtravel traveler app, and they're going to search for different parts of the world, and they'll be able to book properties on Dtravel Direct. And that's like, a lot of people don't quite understand what Dtravel is, so this is going to give people that reveal, that idea of exactly what Dtravel is, and people can get bullish on that. I think people get quite bullish on that when they actually see what's happening. So right now it's quite difficult to see what's happening because all of the development and building has been done behind the scenes, and what we have is a peer-to-peer application, and we have lots of properties on the network, and no one sees them because you can only book directly with them if you have the link to the website. And so actually it was quite interesting because a website was launched yesterday. I was having a look at it. Was it today on the Dtravel site? Have a look at it. And so what they're doing right now is they're posting these new listings. If I can find one. I was looking at it today. Here it is. See? Nice flat. Gesolo just launched a new vacation rental site with a beachfront holiday home in Venice. Oh, I showed you that one. There was another one that launched. Hold on, where is it? Oh, I saw it in the Telegram. That's why. Let me see if I can pull it from the Telegram, because it was really nice. Let me quickly find it. Nice listing. This is it. Can you see that? Not yet. Got a white screen. There it is. So this just launched. How many properties? 6 properties. And it's in the Alps. So when you look at the map, you see that? This is the French Alps. This is Sallanches. That's Chamonix. So if you want to go to Chamonix, you can. A studio flat with Wi-Fi, balcony and parking in Chamonix in the French Alps. Look at that. You can go there now. Little studio flat. It's nice. That. It's got a little kitchen. That's where you can go now. You can book that right now on their on this website, which is a Dtravel website. Really cheap. Look, £46 a night. Up to 4 guests can go. Let's go. It's cheaper. It's like dirt cheap. Can't pay with crypto yet. This is the problem. So there's a lot of people coming on board who aren't necessarily familiar with crypto, and this is for the future. And so right now, this operator has got 6 listings on his own website, her own website, called Lunch, whatever it's called, Lunch. And you can only book their properties if you have the direct link to their website. Okay, that's the reason why it's so bullish when the traveler application is launched in the next 2 weeks, because from a central website, the Dtravel website will be able to search for apartments all the way around the world, and we'll be able to find this person's properties. So this is quite bullish, and I'm looking forward to that. And this has been an operator Dtravel's been operating for 1.5 years, and my property's not been visible, and so for the first time this is going to happen. So I think this is quite good. What do you think? And not only that, they're going to have a major announcement with a big partnership too, and I think that that's going to be ultra bullish, like mega bullish, because I think that's going to have something to do with their AI search engine, powered search engine, Sensei. Okay, so you can only kind of imagine what that could be. I have no idea, but you can only imagine what that can be. This is all looking good. Look at this. This is a really nice cup and handle pattern forming on the 1 hour time frame. I don't know if you can see that. See that? It's a cup. That's the handle. So hopefully we can have a little bit of a breakout, and we've definitely changed the trend. You see how we had this kind of terrible wedge pattern forming. I think I drew it. I'm not sure if I drew it on this exchange. Let me see what it would look like, because I have it somewhere. There it is. You see that? So this is on gate, and you see how we've broken out from that trend line. This is very similar to, like, you know, I was talking about a bump and run. This is very similar. This is another bump and run. Yeah. So you have your leading trend line, and then you have your much steeper trend line there. You see that? And what happens is you have the lead in. So let me pull the image again for those people who aren't familiar with this. It's a reversal pattern. Okay. So this is the bump and run pattern. So this is happening on Slurf as well, and it's happening on TRVL. And so you have the lead in trend, then you have the bump, which is a much steeper trend, and you break the bump trend, and then you break the leading trend. You have a back test. The back test can be a horizontal line. It doesn't have to be the leading line. And then you have a run. It's called the bump and run. And so the run, technically the run can go all the way to where the lead-in begins. So if this is a bump and run, which it looks like it, this is your lead-in trend line. This is the bump. See that? Bump. So it follows a much steeper trend line. It gets bumped down. You break the bump. You break the lead-in. You back test. And now we're looking to run. And the run, technically, the run should take us all the way back to where the lead-in began. All the way up to there. Technically, that's your target. So technically, and also we're forming a cup and handle pattern on the local time frame. So technically, we're looking at a target of 47%, back all the way back up to 11.5 cents. That's technically a bump and run pattern. All right. And obviously, if you're trading this, then, you know, the golden pocket will be a good place to take profit. But obviously, I'm not trading this at the moment. I'm not trading it underneath 9 cents. So I'll be looking for much higher, because this is a really nice, strong reversal pattern. This whole pattern is a reversal pattern. That's what you want. You want to see reversal patterns. So I'll be looking forward to seeing this bump and run pattern to see how it completes. Very similar to Slurf. So a lot of coins are kind of showing reversal patterns. And I think that's got largely something to do with ETH. ETH has been bleeding against Bitcoin for a long time. Okay. And what we're seeing now on ETH, possibly, is ETH bottoming out against Bitcoin. You see that? So it's finally back above this pivot. And finally with ETH, well, actually not, it's finding resistance, but what we need is the ETH to get back above this pivot. And I think the reason why altcoins might rally now is because of how oversold ETH is to Bitcoin. It's been really sold a lot to Bitcoin. And I think it's all to do with Bitcoin. So once Bitcoin finds its feet, which it is, and finds strength, which it is, then the alts are going to be able to, we might have a little bit of an alt season before the Bitcoin halving. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. If Bitcoin can get above its own all-time high, then the alts are going to have fun, basically. The alts are going to have a lot of fun if and when Bitcoin can get back above the all-time high. Now, I've contemplated in my Bitcoin analysis bearish scenarios, but I'm not bearish at all. I'm actually expecting higher. I'm just giving you the bearish situations just in case they happen. A failed auction, a swing failure. But I'm not bearish at all. I'm actually quite bullish. It's pre-halving. We're right back at the all-time high. How is that bearish? That's like crazy bullish. That's like super bullish. And all of the altcoins, if you think about TRVL, we're at 7.7 cents. And that's our pullback. Our pullback has brought us to 7.7 cents. You know, I think that's really bullish. If you think about it, how our pullback has, it actually brought us down to 7 cents. But when you look at like Slurf, I love Slurf, but look at their pullback. Their pullback from there took them down to 61%, took them down to 35 cents from 93 cents. Yeah, so from 93 cents Slurf went down to 36 cents. That was the Slurf pullback. I think TRVL has done quite well. Think about it. TRVL went from 11 cents down to 6.9 cents. I think TRVL's held up really well in context. Yeah. So I'm pretty bullish on this, actually, if you didn't already know. All right, sorry, I've been talking a lot. NSLHD, good morning. Looks ready. Yes, Alper, ready to the moon. Price picture. Oh, yeah, I read that already. Have a look at Rio. David says, good morning. Cool stuff happening. Hit the like button. Yep. Definitely do that. All right, Rio. You want me to have a look at Rio? So don't fade out on TRVL just because other altcoins are pumping. I've just shown you a bump and run pattern on TRVL. And I've just shown you a cup and handle pattern on TRVL. Yeah. I've just shown you a bullish reversal pattern on TRVL. And on the local time frame, I'm seeing a cup and handle. Okay, so don't fade on this. This is bullish. See, cup and handle. And yeah, this is really bullish. Feel free